Hi, everyone, and welcome to Faithful Friday. I was reading this morning in Matthew chapter 8, and it's verses 23 through let me see, 23 through 27. And it's about Jesus calming the storm, and something caught my attention on this, and I wanted to share it with y'all. It says in Matthew 8, 23 through 27, and when he was entered into a ship, his disciples followed him. And behold, there arose a great tempest in the sea, insomuch that the ship was covered with the waves, but he was asleep. And his disciples came to him and awoke him, saying, Lord, save us, we perish. And he saith unto them, Why are you fearful? What are you fearful, are you of little faith? Then he arose and rebuked the winds and the sea, and there was a great calm. But the men marveled, saying, What manner of man is this, that even the winds and the sea obey him? Okay, to put this a little bit in context, the Sea of Galilee was surrounded by hills, and storms that were sudden and violent was pretty common. And Matthew indicates that the sea was extremely rough and dangerous. And the disciples' reaction was normal. They were scared, they were afraid, because you have men on a boat in a storm out in the middle of the ocean or the sea. And now, to back up just a little bit, in chapters before, they had seen the Lord heal lepers, the centurion's daughter. They were tested of their faith in one part. And one of them even said it wasn't his disciple, but or it could have been, I'm not really sure, but it says another of his disciples, so it was one of his disciples, said unto him, Lord, suffer me first to go and bury my father. But Jesus said unto him, Follow me, and let the dead bury their dead. That's in same chapter, but verse 21. They had heard the Sermon on the Mount. They had, seen all these miracles, and they had seen Jesus feed the multitude, and with five loaves of bread and 2 fish. They had seen that, and they had seen the Lord heal all these people and cast out demons and do all these things. And they watched him calm the storm and calm the waters. How soon had they forgotten that they had just saw all these miracles that the Lord had done for these people and in these people's lives? How soon do we forget when we go through a storm that God just brought us out of a storm, or he's brought us out of storms before and he'll do it again? And it's somewhere in the Old Testament where it says they had placed stones upon an altar lest they forget what God had done for them, essentially. And, sometimes we're so wrapped up, we're so focused on the valley, the trial, the storm of life that we're going through, that we forget God's already brought us through so much. And I'm a firm believer, if God brings you to it, he'll bring you through it. And I know that's a cliche saying, but it is so true. No matter what we go through in life, it first has to go through the hands of God, and God allows it to test our faith. he knows where we're at, just like he knew where Adam was at, but he wanted Adam to know where he was at. And he wants us to know where we're at, where we are positioned with him. And that's a whole nother video in and of itself, because I found out this week, just reading that in Ephesians 1, it says, 1 or 2, it says, we are seated in the heavenly places with Christ. We are seated. Like I said, that's a whole nother video. But Jesus calmed the storm for the disciples. And I was reading too, in Mark 4, Jesus had promised them that they would make it to the other side. And I don't know what you are facing today. I don't know what you're going through today. But Jesus is the peacemaker. He's the peace giver. He can and will speak peace over your storm and over your life. You just got to ask him. James says that we have not because we ask not, and when we ask amiss. But seek God and pursue peace. He will speak peace to your storm. Sometimes he does not calm the storm. It's like the song says, sometimes he does not calm the storm, he calms me. And that's true as well. Peace is not the absence of trials. We can have peace in the midst of trials, because Jesus said that in this life you will have tribulations, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. And because he overcame, we can overcome. We are more than conquerors. We are more than overcomers. And so I hope and pray that this blesses someone as much as it did me today. God allows us to go through trials and tribulations just to find that he is our peace. And he will speak peace, be still, over the storms and over the trials, over our minds and over our hearts. He will speak peace. And I just declare right now, in the name of Jesus, that peace is coming to you. Peace is coming to your heart and your mind. You may be going through a hard battle. I know several people that are going through cancer right now. And Jesus is our peace in those times of trials. And I just speak life, I speak healing, and I speak peace and blessings and favor and joy in the name of the Lord over everyone that is going through things, whether it be health, whether it be mental warfare, spiritual warfare, whatever the case may be. I speak life and I speak healing over each and every one of you in the name of Jesus. Be blessed.